Leave your camera on and use it.
I got the I got the I got the I got the World Cup 2026. World Cup 2026.
Hi and welcome to King's Football Show. I'm here with my co-host Mark, and this is the World Cup stream for Colombia versus Ghana. How you doing, Mark? You good?
Yeah, bro. Chilling.
Good stuff.
Just running to take a shower real quick, bro, because I just came home from work now. I've been at work for the last 10 or 12, 15 hours or so since 5 o'clock yesterday morning now. So I just want to have a shower and I'll come back and join in like 5 minutes, bro.
No problem. So, guys, this is the first time that Colombia faces Ghana in a World Cup meeting. The winner of this game will face Switzerland in the round of 16. And as we saw before, Switzerland defeated Algeria yesterday 2-0. And if you didn't know, both nations are actually chasing their second ever World Cup knockout victory. And it's going to be a good tie, I think. I think Colombia, they've been good this World Cup. And I think Ghana, they've grown into the World Cup. Colombia, they finished first in their group, by the way, with 7 points. They started with a victory against Uzbekistan, which they beat 3-1. Then they beat Congo 1-0. And then they had a draw, 0-0 draw to Portugal. And they almost won that game. And yeah, they've been unbeaten in their last 6 World Cup matches, Colombia. So I think they're one of these teams that when you face them, it's very hard to play against them because they have a lot of energy. And obviously they have individual qualities with players like Muniz, Luis Diaz, and James Rodriguez. So they can give any team a hard game. And it's going to be an interesting tie. And Ghana, they were one of them teams that advanced as one of the best teams that finished as number 3. They started with a 1-0 victory against Panama. Then they had a 0-0 draw against England, which I think they were unlucky. They should have had a penalty. That was a clear penalty. And Pickford should have been sent off. That was also a clear red card. And then they lost 2-1 to Croatia. And it's going to be interesting. I think the players that we do have to watch today, if we look at the Colombia team, as mentioned before, it's Luis Diaz. He's been there. Probably the most attacking threat this tournament. Still shows that he's a class attacker. You know, he comes from a very good season in the Bundesliga. I think James Rodriguez still dictates the play. He's like the playmaker. Then obviously you have Daniel Muniz, who shows that he's one of the best wing backs in the world, and he can create problem to anyone. I think he's already scored 2 goals in this World Cup. Obviously for Ghana, you have Semenyo, who I feel like had a bit of a quiet World Cup. I don't think he's been amazing so far, Semenyo. I think he's going to need to step up today for Ghana. It's going to show more content, more intent. I think IU as well hasn't had the best World Cup, obviously. I think the likes of Soleimani Abdul Fattawa. They've had a stronger World Cup. They've been the better players for Ghana. And overall, it's a really exciting game today. And let's see who's going to go into the round of 16. Will it be Ghana? Will it be Colombia? I think we will see Colombia. They're going to be the more attacking side. And Ghana is probably going to be the defensive side. They have a solid defense. But guys, put it in the chat. Who do you reckon will go through between Colombia and Ghana? Who do you think will win this tie? Put your comments in the chat, and we will also create a poll so you can vote between these two sides. Wow, what a game we saw earlier. Cape Verde, they are probably the story of this tournament. They've been amazing. They've done so well. They almost knocked out the favorites in Argentina. Almost knocked them out. They've been amazing. It's been a pleasure watching Cape Verde. They faced Spain, and they probably been Spain's toughest opposition. That game ended 0-0, and they took Argentina to extra time, and unfortunately, they lost 3-2. And Messi continues to score in this World Cup. He has scored in every game. I think Lisandro Martinez had a good game, got a goal and an assist. But overall, I'm not fully convinced by Argentina, I'm not 100% convinced that they gonna go far. Like, we need to see more from Argentina, I reckon. We need to see more from them. But so far, it's been an entertaining World Cup. I think we've seen a lot from a lot of the teams that participate. They've been good. I've been pleasantly surprised by the likes of Cape Verde, and I think Spain. They've been very good as well, and they're doing well. And yeah, it's exciting to see we're getting further and further into this World Cup. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna get knocked out? Well, time will tell, won't it? Yeah, and put in the comments as well. Who do you think is gonna win this World Cup? Who's your favorite? Which team do you want to win? Do you support any special team? Is your national team still in the competition? Did your national team qualify? We want to know. We want to know. It's a huge game today for both nations. This is probably the best opportunity that they have to go to the round of 16. And the World Cup has been a big success on the field. We've seen some wonderful goals. We've seen some wonderful ties. And hopefully this one is going to be amazing as well. I really think that we're going to see a good game. I do think so. And yeah, let's see what they can do. Let's see. Obviously, I think it's fair to say that Colombia, they are the favorites. But Ghana have shown against England that they can give any team problems. And so I wouldn't underestimate them at all. I think they're good. They're good. And so far, I think we have 2 African teams that have qualified to the round of 16 in Egypt and in Morocco. Can Ghana become the 3rd team? I think they're the only African team left in the round of 32, as this is the last game. Or will it be a South American team? And as we know, Canada, they're going to play Morocco today. And then we have Paraguay versus France later on. And then on Sunday, we got Brazil versus Norway. Then we have Mexico versus England. And then on Monday, we got Portugal versus Spain. And then we also have the USA versus Belgium. And then we're going to have Argentina versus Egypt. And then we got Switzerland as going to face whoever wins this tie. So we have some interesting games coming up. So who do you think are going to win this game? Will it be Colombia? Or will it be Ghana? I'm really looking forward to see who is going to win this thing. I really do. Big up to everyone that's tuning in to the stream. Make sure you like the content. Make sure you share the content. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. That would be great. That would be great. Yeah. And we are just a few minutes away from kickoff, everyone. The game will kick off in less than 9 minutes. So make sure you are ready for this tie between these 2 nations. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. We've seen some very, very high scoring and exciting games this World Cup. I think going into this World Cup, a lot of people, they were wary about the quality of some of these teams. But I think Cape Verde have shown that they belong in this stage. You know, you can't say it's luck when you draw to Spain, who's one of the best teams in the world, and when you take the former champions in Argentina to extra time and you lose 3-2. And I think one of Argentina's goals, personally, I think it could have been called up for offside. But anyway, the players are walking out now. Andrew Ayew is the captain of Ghana, and James Rodriguez is Colombia's captain, and they are walking out to the pitch, ready to kick off. And it's gonna be interesting to see who will win. Will this game also go to extra time, or will it end in the ordinary time? I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to extra time, just because of how many games we've seen this World Cup that actually go to extra time. And I'm really looking forward to see both teams, both Ghana and Colombia. And you see there's so many Colombian fans at the stadium. Obviously, unfortunately, a lot of the African teams, their fans, they didn't get visas to come and support their nations, which has been one of the big negative talking points of this World Cup. But there's a lot of yellow shirts, a lot of Colombian fans. You would think that this game is actually played in Colombia. The amount of yellow shirts that you can see. And guys, make sure a lot of you are here live. Make sure you like the content. Make sure you like it. This is gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good game for sure. Let's see. And big up Kingsley. Says big up everyone. Great to see you here. And they're singing the national anthems now. Colombia singing theirs. Getting ready for kickoff. And I'm gonna read the starting 11 for both teams. Let's go through them before the game kicks off. Just gonna get it up here 1 second. The lineups. So, Colombia in goal, we got Vargas, right back. Colombia lines up with a 4-3-3. So we got Munoz, right back. We got Davison Sanchez, Lucimi, and Mujica. Sorry, I'm butchering the name. And in midfield, we got number 11, Arias. We got Jefferson Lerma, and number 14, Puerta. And on right, probably gonna play more as a number 10. We got James Rodriguez. We got Cordova as number 9, and Luis Diaz, number 7, left wing. So, no Luis Suarez. This had a bit of a stinker this World Cup. For Ghana, we got Sigi in goal. We got Sinaya playing right back, Lucasen, Opoku, and Mensah. In midfield, we got Thomas Partey playing defensive midfielder. It looks like Ghana is playing a 4-5-1. We got Inaki Williams, Yerenki, Sibo, Semenyo, and Ayu. Yeah, interesting. So no Suleimane is on the bench. Fatua is also on the bench. And they probably gonna feel a bit hard done, but that's the team that the manager picked. Let's see if they can get the job done. And guys, we're about to kick off at any time now. We are close to kick off, guys. Just a minute away. And then we're ready. Colombia versus Ghana. Who's gonna win? Let's see. Yep. This is the last game of the round of 32. Then tomorrow the round of 16 will start. And we are just seconds away from kickoff. Got around 2.5 minutes. The referee is holding the ball, walking into the circle. And yeah, Let's see. The match officials is from France. It's Clement Turpin, guy that looks like Leandro Trossard. And we are now 1 minute away from kickoff. The fans are ready. They look excited. Yes, I've said before, you would think that this game is being played in Colombia with so many yellow shirts. But yeah, as I said before, in goal we got Vargas, right back. We got Daniel Muniz, Davison Sanchez, Lucima, Mojica. In midfield we got Lerma, Arias, Puerta. Then we have Luis Diaz, Cordoba, and James Rodriguez playing for Colombia. And I will read you Ghana starting 11 again. We got Sigi in goal. And we got Gideon Mensah. We got Opoku. We got Lucasen and Senaya. And in midfield, we got Thomas Partey playing DM. We got Sibu, Yerenki, Semenyo, Ayew, and Inaki Williams. I think it's his first start this World Cup, Inaki Williams. I think he's had injury issues, but he seems to be fit now, ready to represent the Ghana. You can see camera, I don't know, something is wrong with it, and the background doesn't show. So just gonna put it off. I'll restart the laptop as soon as Mark is ready to join the stream. But yeah, we're here. The teams are ready. We got Carlos Queiroz, the Ghanaian coach. He's there, he's ready. Are you actually gonna turn up, or are you gonna have another stinker? Let's see. A lot of Ghanaian fans are not happy with Ayew. They feel like he should not be starting, but it is what it is. And the game have started. I'm a bit behind, so the game kick off now for me, like a minute behind. And yeah, Colombia have the kickoff, and they put the ball down to the goalkeeper. And Ghana has the ball now. Let's see what they can do. Let's see. Will we see another upset, or will the favorites Colombia go through? We will see. Make sure, guys, you subscribe to all the channels. Make sure to like and share the content as well. And there we go. Long ball from Ghana. Ghana with the ball. Ghana, we see a cross. I'll put the goal on the wing. Cross from the wing. In. Ooh. Good start from the Ghanaians. They keep ball a shot. Ooh. Strong shot there from Thomas Partey, but it's just go a bit wide. So the Ghana started strong. Let's see if Colombia is gonna counter. So the ball is in the defense. Colombia has the ball right now. Davison Sanchez is on the ball. Pass it in the middle. Colombia taking their time, a bit slow. Long ball out to Muniz. It's being chased down by Semenyo. Ball into the middle. And yeah, so far Colombia, they've been quite aggressive. Let's see if we'll see that today. Luis Diaz, who gets the throw in, and the throw in goes to Ghana. Yeah, and that's the correct decision as well. Ghana with the throw in. Let's see. Colombia wins the ball back in a bit of a dangerous area on the wing. The ball goes around. Let's see. Colombia has the ball. Colombia taking their time with the ball, keeping possession, trying to get some momentum and some feeling into the game. And in possession, they shape up almost like a back three. Munoz is almost a right winger. Then him and James Rodriguez, they like to shift positions. So it's very hard to take them up. Yep. Colombia with the ball. Colombia continues to have the ball, continue to keep possession. 3 minutes into the game, Colombia. Oh, Semenyo has the ball, and that's a free kick to Ghana. Release the pressure from the game. Yeah, so far, been an even start. Both teams have had small opportunities. Ghana probably with the best opportunity with shot outside of the box that went a bit wide. But yeah, they see now Ghana with the possession. Williams. That's a bit sloppy. And got kick up to the goalkeeper. Gives it to Davison Sanchez. Sanchez with the ball. Sanchez. Yeah. Colombia keeping the ball now. Let's see. Long ball out to Luis Diaz. Yeah, good touch. But the right back from Ghana reads his, and it's a throw in to Colombia. Colombia trying to put more and more pressure on Ghana. And they put the ball out to the wing. So you can definitely see that Colombia trying to switch play as much as they can, either to Moniz on the right or Diaz on the left. But so far, Ghana's shape has been good, and they haven't been able to do anything dangerous. 5 minutes into the game. But let's see. Looks like the Colombian striker Cordoba might have caught an injury early on in the game. He looks devastated. He looks angry. He looks like, and he should have probably received a yellow as well. Totally ripped apart the Ghanaian shirt. Cordoba is down. He's not going to be able to continue. But Ghana continues to attack, put the ball in. Ayew has the ball. And big up to Yusuf. I hope you're good, bro. That's the golden question. Where is Zeer? Well, maybe he's sleeping. I don't know. But we're here anyway. I'm here. We're here live. Maybe Zeer will turn up. But it looks like Cordoba is out. I don't think he's going to be able to continue. The ball is out of play. He's just sitting down. And I think we're going to see an early substitution from Colombia. Yep. He's signaled to the bench. They're going to have to sub him off. That's a bit sad. Just 6 minutes into the game. Colombia's number 9, Cordoba, is going to get subbed off. This looks like a tight injury, and I think it will be Suarez that comes on. Luis Suarez had a good season for Sporting, but he hasn't really been able to do much in this World Cup so far. Yep, number 25, Luis Suarez comes on for number 9, Cordoba. And that's a big miss for Colombia. Suarez is a different profile to Cordoba. Cordoba is physically stronger, more of a focal point and the link-up man. Yes, guys, make sure you put in your prediction into the chat. Who do you think will win? Abdullahi Ibrahim, big up to you, brother. He said Colombia 1-0 versus Ghana. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 1-0 Colombia. But let's see. So far, we have not seen a lot. But Diaz is on the... Ooh! A good block from the right back there. It was dangerous. And now he's down and out. And the referee blows the whistle. The Colombian players are furious. But clearly, the Ghanaian player is injured. Oh, Sanaya. I think he injured his knee when he was trying to block Luis Diaz's attempt. And that looks like we might have another early injury in this game. Let's see if he can continue. Sanaya has been very good, very solid for Ghana. He's holding his hamstring. He's down. And guys, only 10 minutes into this game, and we might have another injury, another player who's going to have to get subbed off. It's not looking good. They are signaling to the bench that they have to change him. So, yeah. Yo, big up, Mark. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. What's good?
Yeah, man. We got another injury. Already 2 injuries.
Yeah, I have it on the screen here. I was watching the last 3 or 4 minutes there, just getting myself oriented into how the game was going before I jump in.
Yeah. Because of the injuries, the game hasn't had really any momentum yet. But what's your prediction for this game? Who do you think is going to go through?
Colombia 3-1.
3-1, okay. Mark says 3-1.
Bro, there's a team that has beat Argentina in the Copa almost every time. You know what I mean? Like the 2 times they didn't beat Argentina in the Copa was times Argentina went to the final. You know? So it's a very, very strong team. And regardless, they do have major stars that you would normally say, well, I know this guy. Yeah, this Colombian team is really strong, bro.
Colombia, they are strong. I think they'll win, but I think it will be tighter. I think it will be 2-1. I think Ghana, they have a solid defensive structure. They don't concede a lot, but I do think that Colombia will be too much for them. I think Ghana are missing Kudos.
Heavily.
Yeah.
He's been their talisman of sorts.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely performed much more for them than Semenyo has. Semenyo is...
He actually on the pitch?
Who?
I can't tell. I haven't really seen
Semenyo. Yeah,
he's on the World Cup. He's just like a regular player, you know what I mean? Like, I see more the number 13 from Cap de Verde than I see Semenyo affecting the game. I can't lie. One went for 80 million pounds, and the next one, he's probably going to go for the same soon. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's true. And big up to everyone that's here. Make sure you like the content. Make sure you subscribe to the channels, and make sure you share it as well. We are live on King's Football Show. We are live on Hanno. We are live on Mark N's channel, CX channel, and a few more as well. So make sure, guys, that you hit the like button. And yep, number 26, the Ghanaian right back, Sanaya goes off. And yeah, I'm just gonna quickly go out and try and see if I can restart and get the camera.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. I heard you saying that in the chat earlier. Everyone, shout out to Kings Football Talk hosting the stream today. You know what I mean? I know you guys expect to have each and every time, you know, Zier, your boy Marken, you know what I mean? Waffle Don, Hanno talks, Yasser in the building. Hey, sometimes guys gotta work, you know what I mean? The shuffle is on. Big up to each and every one of you joining. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe. Of course, you know, Colombia is taking on Ghana, the Ghanaians. Interesting team. You know what I mean? The Black Stars really unable to really set off an amazing performance so far in the World Cup. You know what I mean? But this could be... Oh, it's 1-0 Colombia. It's 1-0. My goodness. And as I was saying, the Ghanaians need to get themselves, you know, some form of consistency and resilience. The Colombians have broken them down, and it's 1-0. My goodness, the player who just committed the foul a few minutes ago finds himself on the end of a loose ball in the box and slots it into the back of the net. The Ghanaian defense at 6s and 7s, unable to find their footing, you know, losing their markers, not at all the same sort of, you know, resilient defending, structured and confidence, you know, a very lackadaisical performance from the back four of Ghana. Wow. The number 3 ball watching, and it disappointing. He's supposed to be getting himself in there. He's standing up watching the play. He sees the Colombian player on the inside. He doesn't come up to the defense. What is he doing? And now Ghana is behind. My God. Ghana, tighten up, folks. Tighten up. The Ghanaian defense certainly needs to tighten up. They need to focus. Of course, you know, a strong team, Ghana, expected to go beyond the round. Normally, losing a player, like a talismanic player like Kudus, is a big impact. But yeah, Colombia is scary, bro. I just told him, you know what I mean? Not because I'm a fan of Colombia, but I've played against them, the youth teams. I've played against them before. And I know a lot of people, you know, don't think much of CONCACAF, but CONMEBOL is strong. They play against Brazil and Argentina regularly, and they get the better of them on occasions. You know what I mean? It's normal for these guys to beat Argentina and get a win from Brazil. It's not like they don't win. So it's a strong footballing nation. And, you know, hats off to them. They're looking to get themselves into the next round. Colombia goal, John Arias. Doesn't he play? Doesn't he play in Spain, John Arias? If I'm not mistaken, I think he plays in Spain around somewhere, if not Villarreal. I think it's at Getafe. I could be wrong. This Colombia team can certainly knock them out. Lionel Messi, man of the match versus Cape Verde. Yeah, I guess it would have been the case. You know what I mean? There would have been a strong shout for the number 13 who got the assist and the goal. I think if Cape Verde had took it to penalties, he would have been the man of the match. Yeah, what a game, folks. You know, I feel really, really pleasured to be able to get in and see the last 60 minutes of that game. You know what I mean? I was watching the first 20 of the 60 on the train on my way home, and I'm like, yeah, what a performance from Cape Verde. You couldn't even tell this was their debut. Oh, he plays for Palmeiras. He looks like that guy that came on recently in that team. You know what I mean? Vazina is currently free agent. Chelsea needs a goalkeeper. You know what I mean? Chelsea fans. Chelsea Dan, where you at? Proper Chelsea. I think you guys are probably sleeping. You know what I mean? But I think you guys need a goalkeeper. You should call Vazina. Shout out to the Chelsea fans in the building. You know what I mean? He's not going to be that expensive. It's going to be an easy deal to do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Quali. He says a 3-1 Colombia. Quali, I quite agree with that statement. You know what I mean? Vizinha is better than Sanchez, says Abdi. I'm telling you, he is better than Sanchez. You know what I mean? I think the Chelsea fans would do well to get a goalkeeper the likes of that guy. You know what I mean? It's interesting. Shout out to King's Football Talk. He's back in action.
Yeah. And now you can see me. Good goal.
Yeah. I mean, you went out and like you took the luck with you.
Yeah.
As you left, Ghana conceded, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in the middle of, talking about what I seen from Ghana. And I just was about to mention that their defending is not like Cape Verde. Cape Verde is very structured, very resilient, very focused. You know what I mean? They don't make mistakes at the back. The Ghanaians are the entire opposite, bro. Like, they are just not concerned at the back. Yeah. That goal should not have happened. I can't lie. Like, I mean, I did say Colombia 3-1. But, I mean, looking at the goal again, the Ghanaian defender, he's seen it coming. Yeah. He looks at the Colombian player down on his left. He looks back. He sees the cross. He doesn't move. He could have easily cut that out. Easily come in, take it on the chest, turn, or head it over the bar. He could have done three or four things there. Chested it down to the goalkeeper. Bro, I'm a bit pissed off.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
Kawali, we need to make you a mod on every single channel, bro. You need to drop some comments around on every single channel, Kawali. If you can do that for me, bro, you will see that you become a mod on at least 4 channels right this minute. So just go around, go to Mark N's channel, go to Elite Footy Talks, go to King Football Talks. You know what I mean? Go to Waffle Don's channel, go to Hanno's channel, drop yourself a comment there. Let's mod you up, bro. You've been doing a fantastic job for Zeer. You know what I mean? It would be nice to make you a mod on the network. So wherever you're looking at, you can make some adjustments. So you've been doing an amazing job. Shout out to Zeer, bro. Big up to you guys in the chat. Shout out to everyone coming in. Don't forget to smash the likes, of course. Every single channel here of the network has been doing their bits. Of course, you've seen everyone. You've seen Kyle from the Football Overseas. You've seen Zeer, who's mission in action, but he's got to get some sleep sometime, right? The guy's been working hard. Of course, you've seen Drex at D-Hub Sports TV. And, of course, my boy, you know what I mean, King's Football Talk, he's right here right now. The guy's working, but he's also watching the football game.
That's it. I got a small break now. So I was like, let me tune into the office, let me watch the game, and let me do some content, guys. We're here. It's the World Cup. It's every 4 years. We got to maximize it. And it's been a fantastic tournament. We've seen some fantastic performance, some fantastic goals, some good ties. And what I'm glad is that we have not seen a lot of games that are uneven. A lot of the games have been even. Today's game was even. Even yesterday's clashes was even. Egypt and Australia was even. Portugal's game wasn't easy. Like, that's the World Cup. That's just how it's supposed to be. I'm liking the fact that a lot of games are going to extra time, penalties. Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you my sleep agrees with you on that one, but
I know. But
the games has been good, and if it's a good game, I think no one's complaining. You know what I mean? If it's a dead game, well, I can't lie. I'd probably be the first one to be complaining that, why are we seeing overtime in this game? It's dead.
That's it. But yeah, I agree. Algeria, there you could tell that maybe they were a bit too early for this stage. They weren't amazing, but it was at least good to see our last World Cup for Mahrez, who's been a fantastic player for Algeria and overall.
I mean, it's one of those things, Like, I can't lie. Mahrez, he's a strong player. I think it's going to be interesting to see how Algeria moves on. The generational change is happening all around. A lot of different teams are showing different things and have to do different things because they have, different different players retiring, some core players, key players in different locations. Shout out to people in the building, you know what I mean?
Yep.
This happens every month, guys. You know, membership gifting. If you smash in the likes, you will receive a free membership, and of course, have access to the member content. When you know, big up.
Yeah, big up, Market, doing his thing. Keep improving on content. It's good to see. Good to see. Good to see. And big up all of you that in the chat as well. Keep following us. We do appreciate it. And yeah, let's see if we can get the likes up everywhere as well. And Marken is only, 600 subscribers away from 2K?
60.
60 wow.
Yeah.
Guys, before the World Cup is over, gotta make sure that Marken is on 2K subscribers.
Shout out to SSB in the building. Big ups, bro. Gotta make this.
And we've got a hydration break. Jordan Ayew seems very angry.
SSB, you know, we've been discussing Argentina for a long time. Lots of people expect them to go to the final. I thought they would have been out tonight. You know what I mean? I felt like if the officiating was a little bit more, how should I put it, football fair, we might have seen a free kick in the last minute of extra time before they went to extra time. You know, in the minutes after the 90 minutes before they blew the game, because he was fouled. There should have been a free kick, but I think they were worried that Cap Verde would have scored from that free kick, and there would not be enough time. You know what I mean? Shout out to everyone watching. I know it's late. I mean, I was trying to get Miss Molina to come and do the co-stream with us, but I think I'd have to make some better arrangements with her and see if I can get her and Proper Charles to join us for the quarterfinals. It's going to be an interesting round in the quarterfinals. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I'll send her a text, see what's her schedule. She can join and do like a collaboration.
Yeah. We got room to add their channels. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it works.
Definitely. But so far, Colombia 1-0 up, and it looks like they're gonna knock out Ghana. Ghana, they don't seem to offer a lot in attack or defense. I think that's the problem.
I mean, it's a wonderful stadium. I can't lie. They're playing in a very, very beautiful stadium. I've been there already. And what can I say about Ghana is that they have the keys. They have a talented squad. You know, they have an average high quality of footballing capability in that squad. A strong midfield. Thomas Partey's there. Let's not act like he's not high enough level to take them. You know, Andre Ayew, he's been in the Premier League for the last 10 years. This guy knows the Prem. He's been there since he's been a young guy. I remember when I was younger, he was just making his debut. And he may not have played for a really big club in the Prem, but he's played for some, you know, very decent clubs. He had some decent mid-table finishes. He scored some goals. And his brother as well, who's not there, but at the same time, you know, they've got Semenyo, and he plays at Man City. And I would expect that, you know, going to Man City for the money that you went for, you need to show up for Ghana, bro. Like, literally, you cannot be playing on this pitch and be a bystander. This does not bode well. And some guys would say that, you know, Marken United, you missed out on Semenyo. And I'm like, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
And they get angry with me, bro. And I'm looking at the pitch right now, and you would be expecting Semenyo to be the one causing Colombia all the problems, and he's just looking like a bystander. He's not even trying to impress the guy to press on the pitch. He's just walking around.
I agree. He walks around with a chip on his shoulder as if He's the biggest star in world football. But where's the work rate? Where's the runs? Where's the intention to get the ball? He's not even asking for the ball. You know, you see Colombia, as soon as they have the ball, they are looking for Muniz, they are looking for Diaz. They want the ball. But when Ghana have the ball, I don't see Semenyo. He definitely needs to step up. Even Williams, who's been injured, coming into the World Cup injured, has shown more, you know, and that's not okay. You know, Semenyo is in his prime. He's playing for one of the most successful teams the past 10 years. He won 2 trophies this season with Man City. You have to show more. There's no excuses for Semenyo, and it's a bit disappointing. And I understand why the Ghanaian fans are hard on him, because he doesn't seem to step up when it comes to Ghana. And Rodriguez is on the ball. Lucy, can Ghana counter? Okay, Ghana on the wing. Oh, that's a poor pass. That's a poor pass. They need to do better there. They need to do better in possession, the Ghanaians. That's very, very important. Very, very important. And guys, make sure that you do hit the like button and you subscribe to all the channels. We are here, even though it's late. Some of us are working, some of us haven't slept, but we need to produce the content for you guys. That's why we're here. Well, what's the time in Germany?
Right now,
Yeah.
it's 4 a.m. in the morning, bro.
Yeah, same here.
I'm about to hit 24 hours, bro.
Damn, bro. Damn.
This is normal, bro. Like in the summer, there are times I'd be hitting like 36, 42 hours because like there's like sometimes you have like 4 or 5 different shows that are happening right around. You know what I mean? And we have different sorts of deployments there, and you got to make a carousel and check everything out. So you're here for 4 hours, there for 4 hours, there for 4 hours, there for 4 hours, there for 4 hours, and you're traveling in between at least an hour or 40 or 30 minutes to get in and get, you know, to go through the you know, to get inside.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Carnival is even worse, bro. For Carnival, it's like 6 weeks of madness. It's like if you sleep when you can.
Are you going this year to training for the Carnival?
Yeah, I did. I just was a bit late last year due to some arrangements with work.
Yeah,
but I'm trying to see if I can make a plan to go the next Carnival, because I haven't been for a year and a half now for a Carnival. So I think it would be bad to miss 2 in a row.
Yeah,
that's not my style. So I'm gonna be trying to make arrangements to go. I'm probably gonna also work while I'm there in between.
Yeah.
But that's a marathon, bro. It's like team no sleep. You know what I mean?
We will see some content when you're there then. Some
of
Carnival
course.
content.
Bro, bro, I could do a carousel of Carnival content from the past Carnivals, bro. It's wild.
Yeah,
like Brusky.
Yeah, but that's probably gonna have to be on another platform, you know.
Yeah, you can't. I can't mix that with the football, bro. Like I'm gonna have to just drop a channel and call it Vibes with Mark N. Or something like that. And you know, do some lives while I'm there. Because when I was there last time, like in May, in April, I was there for 3 weeks. For 2 weeks, but I was also off a tour, so it was interesting, but it was cool.
Yeah. But I do know that you do have some good festivals in Germany during the summer. Is there any good ones?
Yeah. We had Rock and Park 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Today is it's the beginning of Summer Jam. That's in Cologne. I'll be there tomorrow, so it's gonna be a difficult one for me with streams tomorrow. But I'll be back on Sunday.
Don't worry, we'll try and cover for you.
You know what I mean? There's 6 p.m. festival coming in 2 weeks in Frankfurt. There was Helena Fischer tour.
Send me the date. I might fly over. You know, for the week.
But when?
The one in 2 weeks.
Oh, 6 p.m. festival. That's in Frankfurt. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I think that's Friday. It starts midday and it finishes, I think, like 12, either 6 p.m. or 12 o'clock in the night, something like that. It's just for like 6 or 8 hours. I'll send you info.
Okay. Let's see. Ghana got a corner. Let's see if they can do something. They gotta try and make the most of their set pieces.
100%. 100%.
And we've seen it this World Cup. A lot of goals from corners, free kicks. You know, it's important in modern day football more than ever. And
you've got to take your chances, bro. We've also seen that as well.
Yeah, bro, it's a poor corner though from Ghana. And big up to Nominal. He says around 11 a.m. now. People in Europe know what East Asian fans of European clubs go through every season. And I have to say it, yeah, to all the international fans, big up to you, Lord. Living this 9 months of the year,
bro.
Every year?
Bro, you don't know, bro. I used to live in when I was in Trini, right? Yeah. I used to wake up. I used to have to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch games. When Man United plays a Premier League game at midday, that starts promptly at 5:45 in the morning. So I used to be up at 5:45, with a cup of tea. You got the staple cricks and cheese. You know what I mean? It's like a cracker that they make in my country.
Yeah.
And you're watching the game, bro, and you're like, you can't talk too much when you're like chewing that shit because it's mad. And you want to celebrate your goal, and it's like you gotta spit whatever is in your mouth out, or you gotta swallow it because you're gonna choke. You know what I mean? It's mad. But I have to say, like when it's a World Cup, they start the games later. The morning games would start at around midday. In Europe, so that would be or like mid-afternoon. So it would be like games would start like 10 a.m. in the morning, and then the next game would be 12:30. Then the next game would be at 3. You know what I mean? So to watch Champions League, I used to have to race home from school, bro, like on my bicycle. You know what I mean? Because you can't. The game's already started when school is finished.
Yeah. That's a mad one.
Because when it's like 3 p.m. in the afternoon, it's like 16. It's like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
In Europe.
In Europe,
exactly. It's a mad one.
Nah, I hear it. I remember when I was in the US for 2 months. It was hard to catch the games, bro. It wasn't easy at all. So big up to all of you international football fans.
I forgot what it's like, bro.
Yeah, of course. Now you're eating good,
I mean, I'm eating great, bro. Like I be at the games, bro. Listen, you can't. Man, they don't understand. Like I don't know, like I think like when you get to your first game, at the home stadium, bro, like it's mad one, right? It's a mad one. I've been there as a youth. Like when I was I think I was 14, my first Manchester game, but like then once or twice, a couple of times in between that and 20. And then like from 20 to 30, like I had no time, so much work, bro. No time to come to London. Yeah. But when I would come, would usually be for like the carnival. I would come and do work for the carnival, then probably I'd work for like 2 or 3 weeks more, and then I'd go back. Never really had time. And then I moved to London. And and initially, it's so funny. I think everyone's going to laugh at me. But when I initially moved to London, I thought Manchester was at the north end of London. You know what I mean? So I bought tickets for a game, right? Yeah. And I'm telling my friends, like, I'm going to go to the game. Who wants to go with me? I got 3 tickets. You know what I mean? And the first thing they asked me, did you get the train tickets? Well, I was smart enough to buy train tickets with the tickets because they offer train tickets. So I said, I'll just buy everything one time. So I you know what I mean? And I bought the tickets. Shout out to ZeerTalks in the building. Yusef, your boy's woken up. You know,
He's
shout out to Zier. He's awake. He's awake.
He's awake. Oh,
you know what I mean?
Almost a goal there by Luis. Was it Luis Diaz?
Luis Diaz, yeah.
Puerta?
No, it was Luis Diaz.
Bang.
Yeah. Just missed it. Yo, listen, that looked like from an angle, like it might have thought and scored. You know, from a certain angle.
From the first angle, I thought it was a goal. But
you know, but then, bro, like, listen, and I tell them, ting. I go leave home about 10 o'clock and get there. And each of them looked at me like I was crazy, bro. And they was like, bro, you know it's like 3 hours, to Manchester.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
You're like, what? What do you mean?
I'm like, what? To what? I thought when I get to start morning train, I go and hop on next train for like 30 minutes and I in Manchester, you know, bro. Like literally the first time. Yeah. And they was like, nah, but then luckily they was like, all right, they'll go. So then, boom, like 8 o'clock in the morning, we was catching the train straight to Manchester. We was there like by 10:30, 11. Yeah. Boy, it was mad. And ever since then, bro, I've been going to games every other chance I get, but this last year and a half, I couldn't go because of work. So much work, bro, that I can't get to go. But this season, I will be going to some games. I'm going to book the Champions League package of home games. So I'll be there for that. And I'll buy some few games, some ticket drops, waiting for ticket drops. I was trying to buy tickets the last time, but I wasn't getting it wasn't working. I don't understand why. And that kind of pissed me off. Normally, I buy tickets easy. It's just click all the tickets, click purchase, click bam, Apple Pay, boom. My Apple Pay was saying it's going through, and I would get an email saying that, you know, it didn't go through, and I was like, what?
That's annoying.
Mad.
That's annoying. Because I remember when my uncle, he lives in Senegal. I was like, I'm going to London. He said, my son is there, your cousin. Make sure you meet him, So when I arrive, I call him. I said, when do we meet up? He's like, I live in Newcastle, bro. I was like, then I called his dad. I was like, he lives in Newcastle. He's like, yeah, isn't it like just outside London? I was like, nah.
Bro.
North, you know. For them, when you move to UK, you move to London. For them, UK is London. It's just like one thing. They don't understand. Like, oh, you got Newcastle over there, you got Liverpool over there, you got London, Birmingham. They Bournemouth. They don't understand that. For them, like UK is just London.
Yeah, bro. But you see, bro, I'll say this, even though when you look at it on the map, it don't look so far apart now.
No,
it's only when you zoom in to the map.
Because UK looks like a tiny country on the map. It doesn't look like a big country. It's not like when you know when you look at the map and you see like France. You can see France is a big country, Germany, Spain. You can see they look big, but UK looks like a tiny island, you know.
Bro, UK looks like a tiny island. We're gonna say for Trinidad, bro, we are a speck of dust, bro.
Bro, have you seen Gambia though?
Bro, listen, Gambia is bigger than Trinidad, bro. I can't lie.
Is it?
Yeah, bro.
Damn,
Killer, listen to me. You need to go down and look at Venezuela and just look off of Venezuela coast. Yeah. Just look at the coast and you'll see some little dots there, right? You'll see it had two dots closer together. I think that's Trinidad and Tobago. Just check it on the map, you understand. It's like it's tiny, bro. Our population is 1.2 million and we have 2 islands, bro. You know?
Yeah, I see now. Tobago is even smaller. Damn.
But you see, here's the interesting thing about Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago was formed, most of Tobago is formed by coral reef.
Oh.
That's what make up the island. So it's have a weird dynamic on the island there. It's real interesting. We have 2 of the largest brain corals in the world on the north and on the south of Trinidad and Tobago. So the largest brain coral in the world is in the south, and the second largest is in between Trinidad and Tobago. And so one is in between us and Venezuela, the other is in between Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, I gotta go there one day, bro. It looks beautiful.
It's nice, bro. It's nice.
Yeah.
You had to get the crime situation under control, but it's pretty nice.
Yeah. I mean, we are reaching halftime soon. In 43rd minutes, I guess they're gonna announce overtime minutes soon. Probably looking at 5 or 6 minutes with the injuries and the hydration break.
Yeah, it's literally 5 miles off the coast of Venezuela, my brother. Like literally, when we go to one of my friends, he takes pictures of the largest brain coral for National Geographic and stuff. So we go there with boat, and he dives down. I'm not diving down there, bro. Yeah. I'm not doing that shit.
I hear it,
bro. There's so much sharks there, bro. All around me there, bro. Just because of the location and because it's a coral reef, there's the largest brain coral. You know, it's one of the largest sources of where they find easy food. So I'm not going there, bro. Yeah, but I just go on the boat with him and chill. You know, I just have documents there because the Guardian is passed by regularly. You just have to be careful because sometimes they just want to rob you and shit. They ain't too nice. But you could, you know, from certain points in Trinidad and Tobago, you see cars driving in Venezuela at night. Because when the sky is clear, you just see it literally from Toco. It's the most you just see it real clear from the south of the most tip of Trinidad. It's like super close. And we also recently, when Venezuela had their industrial situation, we had took in like 300,000. You know. Yeah. So our labor forces has really increased since we took them in. I mean, some of them went back. I think like 30% of them went back, but some of them stayed, and it's pretty much cool.
That's nice. Well, so do you guys speak Spanish?
Yeah, of course, bilingual. Yeah. Well, but that's based on heritage as well, because we used to be a colony of Spain. That's why the national city, Ghana off the line. Colombia looking to score a second header, bro. What a save.
What a save by Gigi. Damn.
The capital city of Trinidad and Tobago is called Port of Spain.
Port of Spain, yeah. So,
but then shortly after, the Spanish, English took us over. In between the English, we had the French. The French mainly had an influence on Tobago because the English came back and pushed them out, but their last stand was in Tobago. So and then was straight English until we was like the second island to gain independence and have our government to become a republic after Haiti.
Yeah.
Well, the first to have a republic, but the second to gain independence after Haiti, then was Jamaica. And we had our republic and our governance and thing. Yeah, it's interesting. We have a lot of things, natural resources that go for our country as well. So it's like
interesting.
Different.
Yeah. Like we've got 4 more minutes in the first half. It looks like we got another injury. This game.
No, he's okay. He looked like it was just and as his substitute who came on.
Yeah.
The Colombians are singing and dancing. The Ghanaians are suddenly hopeful, a little bit, stressed out. Hey, is that triplets they are watching or just twins? I swear it's twins.
Yeah.
A bunch of Ghanaian youths that
they have. Yeah. I saw them now. They were struggling to get visas and their fans over, unfortunately. So most of the fans that there are the fans who lives there.
Yeah, that's sad, bro. Like these are the things that most important about the World Cup. The World Cup is supposed to be passport friendly. It's supposed 100%. To open these host nations supposed to open their doors You know, normally this is the key, and you know, you would expect this to happen. I just think maybe at the next World Cup, the USA are going to find it very hard. Maybe even Canadians will find it very hard to get themselves in that country. You know, I think there's going to be some retaliation. I can't lie, because you can't do that. And I think it was really, really disrespectful of the tournament in general to bar a lot of teams, players from visas and their families. And it's not how you're supposed to do things.
No, not.
You know what I mean? There's that takes away the whole idea of fair play.
Yeah.
Tournament,
and the whole
friendly being hosts.
It's a World Cup, we say. That means that the world are invited for the tournament. That's the whole point. So it's like it's a disgrace, and I hope that all the national FAs are going to try their hardest to get Infantino out. If they have any ounce of self-respect, they won't accept this kind of nonsense, because this has never happened. As bad as Sepp Blatter was, this never happened under him.
It will never happen under him, bro.
Like he would
I
never
can tell
accept
you, because
this nonsense.
Sepp Blatter's right-hand man was Trinidad and Tobago's own Jack Warner. He was the vice president of FIFA. And people could say what they will. They made sure that the players and all the nations involved for every tournament was respected. And under their watch, more nations, young nations, was helped with their development from grassroots, was better helped. You know, and I think as much as some people may not like Sepp Blatter, because they might have said he accepted, you know, certain bribes and whatever. But if you look at what happened during his tenure, a lot of small nations who were helped by him are now strong footballing nations that were developed under his watch. And you would if you were to ask a lot of the smaller federations, you know, they received more consistent assistance and better aid with Sepp Blatter's regime than they did under Infantino. Infantino supports more, you know, bigger teams. Can't lie. Shout out to Zier coming in.
Big up Zier. Let us add you to the stream.
Damn, big ups, man.
You good?
Big ups, man. We got Mark and two enemies, bro. That's what we have on the stream. Mark and two enemies. And you know why I'm saying two enemies, King? You know why?
Why?
Two enemies.
Yeah, because you know
too
many teams that are what.
You know what I'm saying? Two enemies, bro.
Yeah, that brother didn't show up in
I had to bring it up, man. I had to bring it up a little bit.
Yeah,
man.
because bro, you know, this brother was so sad. Yeah. He make sure and stay away from the stream, all so that I could have a proper unbiased opinion of the game.
I'll be honest with you. I don't advise you to watch the stream that happened that day, because the shamelessness I was on.
I was some rumors in the group chat.
Bro, I was waiting for you to turn into Mr. Shameless, bro.
Listen, I told you already, nothing against the people themselves, but bro, when it comes to ball, oh my God. I got my wish. Bro. Egypt and Morocco representing Africa only. Wow, this is amazing, bro. Amazing.
Bro, listen, yeah. But if you had shown up, I would have been so shameless, bro. I just wasn't. I was actually into the game, and I felt like, and I told Mandem, I say it's good that it went up 2-0, but they need a third goal before that brother came on. And I tell man, bro, literally.
Bro, I'm confused. What was your opinion? Because you and Tony love to argue over one another. Well, I don't understand whose opinion is what opinion anymore. What was your opinion?
The problem is the manager. The manager is useless.
Who,
He's the one. He's the one who decided to sub off our best players when we were in total control of the
Bro,
game.
to be honest, he should have told
there
his
was-
player. He should have, when he subbed the player, he should have told them to walk off the pitch.
There was no need to sub
Have
off
to walk off the pitch. man.
Papa Gay, Habib, and Iliman Jai. There was no calling for it. No,
Oh, is
none
that
of
why
them
he
were
said he's not
tired.
gonna?
None of
Is that
them
what he
were
said?
on yellow cards. He just decided because he has some ego in him and he doesn't like them, and he cost us the tie, and they have to sack him. He's an idiot.
Wait, can I ask you a question, bro? Like on a is that why Pep Gay said that he's not gonna play for the national team until things change?
Yeah. They have to sack him. And guys, let's not forget, he was the one who told the players to walk off the pitch in AFCON.
Oh
That's
wait,
the
you're
same
one of those
guy.
that didn't agree. Hey, you know what? We're on the same page, brother. Hey,
You know, we need to sack him. You know, he's useless. He's useless.
Yeah, a bit too arrogant, bro.
He has no backbones. You know, he's not a man.
By the way, By the way, you know that
Coward.
manager, yeah? He was so considering walking off the pitch, but then realized that it's FIFA in charge of them, and they made a rule for walking off the pitch. I'm not joking. Look at the look in his face. The look on his face was he was considering it, and he didn't even dare to think of walking.
He's a sad
He's a
guy, though.
coward.
You know what I would say?
He's
Is
a
that
coward.
I think that the
He
one
has
thing
no
is he's a
backbone.
good coach.
Nah,
He's a good coach.
It's not a good.
That's bro. Listen, that first goal. I
To be
know.
fair,
I know.
right, he
Seen
did
the
get
first
to-
goal.
I've
did get
followed
you.
him every game. He's not a good coach. He's lucky that he has a good team with good players, but he's not a good coach. He's not a good coach.
I have a question. I know, like, I have my own opinions. Big up, Miss Melina. I have a question, about the
Yeah,
AFCON. Like, obviously, and forget about the drama, like, just the team performance, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you guys were, like, in terms of performance, like, good enough to win the competition with this manager as well?
Maybe not say win the competition. I think, but at least get to the the semi-final.
Because I'm not gonna lie, at the start of the tournament, they were one of the teams that I thought at the time, at the start of the tournament, I thought it was probably them, Algeria. I remember I doubted Morocco. Because Regragui was kind of taking us back a few places, and he made a few changes. And we went on a run to the final. But I don't know. You take that out, that's not happening. You know what though? Low key, just because of how we play football, and we know that some players they do better even though they're not the best players. Low key, I think Martinelli would suit transition ball in some cases at Bayern off the bench.
Yeah. I agree. I think he would do well in Bundesliga.
Like, I think Martinelli, because of how Arteta coaches, everyone thinks he's a scrub. But I think there's something in Martinelli, low key. It's a hot take, but
Martinelli is an inside forward. He's not a wide winger. So if you play him wide, then he struggle. But if you let him do the run-ins and do the
like you bring him on
transitions
second
and
half, you
use his
play him in some
pace,
games in the league, and you give him
use his
transition.
pace, be near to the center forward, then you see more from him. That's why for example, when we had Jesus used to like to shift out on the wing, and he would let Martinelli run through the middle. That's why I see him score 16 goals when Jesus was the forward, because he's just better when he's in those central positions, because then he can use his pace, because he's not the most technical gifted player. So when you put him wide, he'll struggle to take on his fullback. So he's being misused basically. So I think he do decent there. But to your question, let's not forget in the final, Senegal scored a legitimate corner that goal should have stood. There was no foul there. So I think they played good enough to win. But again, the manager, I don't like him, and they need to sack him. They should have sacked him the day we got knocked out. They should have sacked him, because we had a golden opportunity to get at least to the quarterfinal, because we're better than the US and we're better than Belgium. But I
didn't think you're better than the US really, but not in the tournament so far.
Maybe
as a team,
player
team, player for player, we are. But again, this manager, he's
I agree.
the
I think
one.
player for player, Senegal is better than the US.
The problem with this manager is that because he doesn't pick
think-
the best team, we look worse than what we really are. But anyway, forget about him. We are out. Colombia. I think Colombia could knock out Argentina. I've said it before.
Okay, after what I saw against Cape Verde, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If anyone tells me Argentina outplayed Cape Verde, you're shameless.
No,
You're
it
shameless.
wasn't. They didn't. They didn't.
Bro, they save Argentina, bro, on the 90th minute and 7 minute extra time. They fouled the winger twice. Twice they saved them because at one time he was crossing the penalty box and the man hit him a kick and fall long and they didn't even look at it. That could be a penalty, but again, you know what I mean? That header, bro, that last minute header there, bro, was tough, bro. It come off the Cape Verde player hand.
I'll be honest with you. I think with Argentina, yes, they're over aggressive and they get away with calls in normal circumstance. But I think all the goals were fair, to be honest. You know what I mean? But even then,
no, the goals was fair. I'm just saying the goals wasn't fair. I'm just saying that there was a tackle. There were some tackles at the edge of the box twice.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, they should have given a free kick to Cape Verde.
You know, Argentina
in the attack.
You know,
I agree. They can be very scummy and shithousery. I agree with you 100%.
If they play a team that got pace, especially on the wings, they're finished. Argentina doesn't have any pace in their team. It's like only Alvarez who has pace. You know, Enzo is not the fastest. McAllister is not the fastest. Molina, Rodrigo De Paul, like they don't have fast players, and that's why they struggle against Cape Verde. And I think if they play Colombia, I think Colombia will rip them apart.
Yo, by the way, can I just quickly say, you know what's their problem as well, Argentina?
Yeah.
As good as Cape Verde played, that Lautaro brother should not be playing for them. Bro, the Scaloni should have learned from the 2022 World Cup when they lost to us, and then they played all the remaining games. He should be starting Alvarez. Why the fuck is Alvarez not starting for him? I don't get it, to be honest. But
Alvarez has been injured. That's why Alvarez is not 100% fit.
What?
Fair, fine. But I think he's better than Lautaro personally.
He is.
Lautaro. I don't know why men rate Lautaro to begin with. Like Lautaro, bro, he does have some good seasons, bro. I'm not going to lie. He had some good seasons, but I don't see him as a good forward. I don't see him as a good striker. Like I would never want him at Man United. Like you know what
Lautaro is. Lautaro is the type of brother. You know what Lautaro is? Lautaro is the type of brother that will turn up in a few big games, but he's just not consistent enough.
Because he's stiff and he's a bit slow. He's not for a forward. He's not technical and he's not fast. That's the problem.
But again, you know what thing he has though, to be fair? If you give him enough space and he's in the right place, you're cooked. Because I'll give you an example.
Italy suits it. That's why Serie suits it. He would not be
even Champions League, by the way. Remember when we played them and then Barca played them? Bro, that guy was in the right place against us both legs, scored twice. Was in the right place against Barcelona, second leg, scored one of the goals. Bro, you can't give this guy space because once you give him space, that's when he feasts. But if you mark him out, it's easy. But again, it's just you give him space and that's it.
Bro, right now, Nagelsmann gets sacked. Yeah,
he just got sacked and Klopp is coming in.
He deserved to get sacked with his shit he did.
You know what's funny, throughout the whole World Cup, Klopp has been putting pressure
by the
on
way, Mark, I'm telling you right now, I heard you earlier, bro, if you guys get Nagelsmann, you're going backwards.
Brother, we not going for Nagelsmann, bro.
No, because I remember there was rumors before. I hope
bro, listen, there was rumors before. It's not happening now. It's not happening then. But Nagelsmann, bro. He is trash. Like he's a good manager. I can't lie. We will say he's a better manager than Michael Carrick. I could say that, bro. But the tinkering he does is like Ruben Amorim, bro. He will tinker the team out of a game.
Bro, he tries to be Pep, but he can't be.
Bro, I don't care about he can do that at some other club. Let him go back. Let him go somewhere else, bro. Go to some other club. Jurgen Klopp should have immediately became Germany manager when he was when he left Liverpool. It should have just been done. It was meant to be, bro.
The way it's
Yeah?
moving,
He is going to be the best German manager it have, because I think heavy metal football is what Germany must play. That's just me. The players they have
I
suited.
think they need. You know what it is with Germany?
You remember under Jürgen Löw when you won the World Cup?
Yeah, they played aggressive football, bro. Do you not remember?
Yeah,
bro?
with Müller and
Yes, they got
Khedira
chances.
and Özil and it was just intense, bro. Philip Lam, they were intense. You know, it was. Look what they did to Brazil, bro. Like it was scary to face those.
Bro, you know what, bro? I'm gonna be. You know what it is? A lot of people, and by the way, they say this about Bayern all the time as well, bro. Because you play a lot of these teams when they play attacking football, they get caught in transition. People need to understand, yeah, that type of football can work, but you need quick defenders. Without quick defenders, the system doesn't work. With Germany, okay, Schlotterbeck, I think, fits like a glove under Jurgen Klopp. He fits like a glove if he stays fit. You know? Then, again,
Bro,
I wouldn't play Klopp
too.
anymore because he's slow. You can't put him in a club system. You just can't. I'd rather play Militao or some shit. Or let's see how Bissek does. Because you can't have slow centre-backs in a club system. You just cannot. You
Right,
know?
but listen, I will be real.
If you play
Jonathan Tah was terrible.
and Brown, that's enough space.
Yeah, I'm saying, Mark, you don't play top. I'm saying don't play him.
He should have been benched in the second game, bro.
Bro, I want them benched at Bayern, let alone for Deutschland, bro.
I think Jonathan Tah is one of the most overrated.
No, you know what it is? I think he's underrated, but again, being underrated doesn't mean he's amazing or anything. It just means he's good, in my opinion. It's just that because he's so slow and at times he's erratic, people think by default it's bro. Like I've seen good moments from him this past season, you know what I mean? But it's just again, there's only so much good you can do with the qualities that or like physicality.
Harry Maguire is better than Jonathan Tah every day of the week.
It's a debate, in my opinion, but I think it's a debate. Because to be fair, Maguire has stepped up at Man United, so I don't want to.
It's close between them.
Yeah,
it's not even close, bro. Like, let's not do this, bro. Let's not do this, bro. King, I don't think Maguire. I like you guys, but Jonathan Tah was never as good as Maguire, bro. Never. Like,
bro,
in the air, Maguire is superior. Maguire is superior.
We had a better season than Man United, and I'm telling you right now, Maguire does not work as much as Klopp.
The thing is this year, you can't judge Maguire solely on the team that he plays for because it will be unfair.
Bro, for England,
especially
he's amazing. He's England's best centre back, bro, for the last 4 years or 5 years.
Yeah, but let's be honest, in England, he was playing in a back three, which is what Tah got credit for.
Yeah, but look when he played for Leicester. Look how good he was. People forget that Man City and Pep, they wanted him. It was just.
I can see use that argument with Tah in the what you call it in the Invincible season. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was good for Bayern.
No, but don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Tah is not good, but Maguire is a better defender. Let's be honest, Maguire is a better defender. I'm not saying that.
I'm willing to edge Tah, but I mean, it's not like it's
bro. If Maguire, let me tell you something, right? And I'll be honest with you and say this: if it was Maguire instead of Tah, that goal the fella score up in the V's never score. Which fella? It have at least 3 goals that score against Germany in this World Cup would never score if Maguire was.
I personally disagree. I actually think he probably would have done as bad. To be honest.
Yeah, big up William. He says, at times, Ghana could barely get the ball out of their own half, let alone string 2 passes together. They need to wake up. Yeah.
100%.
Ghana's been underwhelming. Honestly. I think
is not a joke.
I think Ghana has had one good game this World Cup, and that was against England. I think other than that, they've been quite mediocre. I think against Panama, they were lucky to win. They were poor against Croatia. They've been poor today. I think England is the only game they've been good. And you can tell that they were fired up because of the colonial stuff and the history between the two countries. They really turned up for that game. And they probably should have won that game. England should have had red cards and penalty against them. That was a clear foul. I don't understand how.
I do agree with that statement, though. I think
there was a
I
penalty.
think the Ghanaian players was diving too much in that game. They was looking.
No,
for
but that was a
giving it.
penalty, bro.
Bro,
He
listen,
took him out.
you have to also remember that in football, if the players are play acting throughout the game, they will get punished, and you can't play act just because you play.
Negate the fact that if you foul someone in the penalty box and you don't get the ball, it's a penalty. Even the English people are saying it's a penalty. I've seen the most patriotic Englishman, and they're telling me we were lucky.
The fact remains,
and they don't understand how.
First of all, you had to check on. It was a soft touch. It was no major touch. You can't go down for everything. If a man mash it too, it's not a penalty, bro. Let me be honest.
You see, you Mark. The problem.
I think you need to understand that you gotta earn a penalty. It's not just because a man touch your foot, he mash your toe, all these things. Bro, listen, that is not a penalty, bro. In a football, in a basketball, you're watching.
Bro,
football is a contact
everyone
sport.
here can say they know football. Well, you think
football is a contact sport?
You think Zier doesn't think he knows football, bro?
I never said anything about knowing football. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying football is a contact sport, and man, them. Some penalties softer than others, bro. You can't always give a man a penalty because he just get touched, bro.
That was a clear pen. And Pickford should have been sent off, bro.
Bro, you could say that about a lot of different things, bro. Like at the same time. I just think that in the game they created an atmosphere of they were all flopping every chance they could get. And I think the referee was punishing them. And I will make it difficult for them. Because if they had just stood up to some of the challenges, because it really wasn't nothing in half of the challenges, bro. This is one thing that need to be stamped out of football in all levels. Club football and in national football. They flop it. Because, bro, come on. We could see a challenge from a mile away, but a slight touch and you're trying to win your side a free kick by just going to the ground. It doesn't look good.
No, the tackle from Konsa wasn't slight touch though. He totally took him out. Even he was surprised it wasn't a penalty. You could tell by his reaction. But anyway, today they've been poor, and they need to step up. They've been really underwhelming today.
It looks like only Naki Williams trying something positive up front today.
Yeah,
that is frustrating. Because I would say to everyone that one thing you would expect from the Ghanaians is a competent midfield and a decent attack, especially when it comes to build-up.
Cross. Yeah, I mean, Colombia, you'd expect them to defend their way out of this now.
1 minute, 2 on there.
Going Ghana, cross into the box. There's a Mojica, I think, just kicks the ball out. I think Colombia should be doing more going forward in general, though. At first half, they could have given more of it. But
I think they could have done more in the first half as well.
Yeah.
But Colombia was a funny team, bro. Like, they used to have a more dynamic attack when Quinones was younger, and he used to be there up front with Javier, with James Rodriguez, and they used to provide that a sense of a kind of attacking pressure consistently.
Yeah, but then he switched to Mexico.
What was that?
Quinones, he switched to Mexico.
Sure, I think is our next Quinones in Mexico,
Yeah, I know it's the same because I've seen a video of somebody talking about him because he's in the Saudi League, Quinones. So he was talking about him as Saudi league player. He played for Colombia. Mm. He was younger, and then he switched to Mexico. I don't remember the reason why, but he switched. I don't think he played that many games for Colombia, by the way.
Bro, he played a whole World Cup with them, bro.
Yeah, but that's it.
And that's supposed
Actually,
to be.
let me see. Actually, I actually want to check for myself. Was this World Cup? I'm guessing 2018, right?
Yeah, that was the debut. That was with the World Cup when they signed Javier. Javier. But
Yeah,
he
see,
also
that's not
played in a
making it.
Copa. He also played a Copa too, bro. He scored big goals for them too.
I'm checking now. Bro, he played for Colombia under 20. That's why.
No, Italian next brother was playing with Javier Mascherano, with James in the World Cup, bro. I'm gonna check the World Cup squad for Colombia, the previous World Cup. Hold up.
Well, that was with Cuadrado and them, man.
Yo. Let's see if we gonna see more from Ghana.
On the ESPN thing, hopefully they're correct. Let's go forwards because he's a forward. What the fuck? Okay. So they had Jose, Borja, Muriel, Falcao, Baca.
Quintero. That was the man I was talking about. I make a mistake. It wasn't Quinones, so it was Quintero. See, that brother Juan Fernando Quintero, he was a monster. But he was old.
Yeah.
Who's Quintero again? That's a familiar name.
He was playing next to James Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I think he looks familiar. He played for River Plate apparently.
Yeah, he was a beast, bro.
And he scored a goal in the World Cup 2018 as well.
That's telling you, he's a player. He was a big player. The Copa before that, he was instrumental for Colombia.
But yeah, Quinones, he was in the under 20, then he changed to Mexico.
Yeah.
If I really was play, I change clubs. This brother.
Hey, I won't be surprised if Mexico knock out England,
Bro, has England ever beaten Mexico in a knockout of a World Cup? That's the first thing you had to check.
By the way, I think England, Mexico, Norway, Brazil, that's up for grabs for semi-final. I can't lie, guys.
Nah, bro. Brazil beating Norway, bro. Like, I sorry, bro. All them men that feel Norway going to beat Brazil, they're not going to happen.
Bro, the problem with Brazil is
Norway's back line is terrible,
You know what, Brazil, if they go through against Norway, I guarantee you they'll probably get through it like they did against Japan. Like, that's my...
Also now, Paqueta is injured, so...
Who's injured? Who's that? That good? That good because he was shit in the bed for Brazil.
He's been terrible this World Cup. He's been terrible.
So now...
They're better off playing Neymar, I'm not going to lie, guys.
Nah, they better start youth, man. Start Hendrick.
They probably start Hendrick.
Oh yeah, Hendrick does have to start, facts, but so you would play obviously Vinny on the left.
I benching Neymar's a mascot, bro. What are you telling me, bro?
Neymar can come in last 10 minutes, bro.
Maybe last 10 minutes,
he's not starting any game.
Oh, across the face of goal there.
Ooh, someone has to be there. It's the first time in the game that Ghana
let me look at the Brazil team right now. Tell you who I think would have to start.
Bro, you just literally put in Hendrick in for Paqueta and keep the rest of the starting 11. The only change I would make, besides that, if I was to make a change, bro, I think I would start the Brentford striker.
Oh, Cunha's, yeah, you have to start Cunha.
Nah, Cunha has been better than Thiago. Cunha has to continue.
No, I'm saying Cunha
is not a striker, bro. Cunha would play in midfield somewhere, but I would start the Brentford striker and drop Ryan.
Yeah, you play Hendrick over Ryan because you don't need Ryan really. I beg up Liam. He's joking, but big up.
Yeah, I know.
That Ryan doesn't need to play for Brazil, I'll be so honest. You can play Hendrick there. As for Paqueta,
you're literally pushing Cunha in that spot and it's starting the Brentford striker, bro.
No, I would not. No, Igor Thiago would make things worse for them. I know he's a good finisher, but that's about it.
Bro, when you have an Hendrick on the wing, when you have Hendrick on the wing, you have to start Igor Thiago. Penalty here?
Nah, never.
Call me crazy. I'd still start Neymar personally when I look at their squad.
Bro, that is physicality there, bro. Oh, what a save! What a save, bro!
I think I'm about to see it.
Yeah, it was a good save. Bose has to save that. Number 14. Yeah, he has to save that.
Bro, that ball was
tricky
there, bro.
It's been good. Yeah, but if he doesn't save it, we'll say that was poor from the goalkeeper.
I would not say so because of the angle. Real Menace get beat from them shots. Very likely England versus Mexico will move back to the afternoon as lightning is prevalent in the evening. Imagine Harry Kane hit killed by lightning. Bro, you are real cynical.
Oh, that's a big save. I've just seen it.
But I think they've already moved the game. I think they've already moved the kickoff time. Because of the lightning.
But then the Azteca, bro, and let me tell you something, bro. Even the fans, you will see the fans sweating.
Yeah.
Just because I'm sitting down in the Azteca oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Nailed that.
Yep.
Bomba clad. Luis Diaz on the hunger.
Nice fucking winger, bro.
I think it's
that
offside,
guy
bro.
is hungry. That guy is hungry
offside.
as F, and he offside. He is offside. If he didn't touch it, it would still be a goal. That is the biggest thing. Watch that shot, bro. The man would have scored if Luis Diaz hadn't touched it.
Yeah, he should have just left it. It's funny. He says no, but we can see from the technique if you're offside. Like, it's not opinion. Yeah, you clear offside. What does it mean? No, that wouldn't have been a goal.
No. The other defender, the other player would have a chance to score it because he was onside. But
hey, the old Colombian goalkeeper is there. The one with the backflip.
Yeah, the back kick, the Scorpion master.
He's just offside, man. Damn.
Do you know my favorite goalkeeper all time is Chilavert?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You see these free kicks?
I don't know why. I don't know. As a Van der Sar, man. Van der Sar.
Hey, Van der Sar can't strike them free kicks like Chilavert, bro.
It's not about free kicks, bro. Saves, bro. Saves.
Bro, he's cold, bro. Imagine being goalkeeper, going up, taking a free kick and score, you know.
Whoa!
Oh, they should have scored.
Colombia there. Well stopped by the goalkeeper. Yeah, getting down really, really well.
They're ripping Ghana apart now.
Bro, they're turned up the heat, bro. Colombia say we're not going to extra time. Bro.
Colombia, they have so much pace, you know. When they start playing intense football, bro, it's peak, bro.
See the yellow and gold, the blue and gold, they don't play. They don't play, bro.
Messi got most assists in World Cup history now with 9. One more than Diego Armando Maradona.
Semenyo. What sort of pass was that, Semenyo?
He has to score that, man. What the fuck?
That's just poor.
That was a terrible pass from Semenyo. Semenyo selling this game, bro. He had garbage for real, SSB. That pass, right? Let me tell you something, bro. They make a mistake in the Colombian defense there just now. Semenyo retrieved the ball. A stiff pass, a solid pass into the feet of that defender there would have been different between a shot. Bro, the man passed that ball like Miss Daisy, you know. Miss Daisy was receiving it, you know. He sent it real slow, you know, like the player was the only player on the pitch. Swear to you, bro. It's the softest pass I see. Also means prime time, 8 p.m. in England, 2 a.m. for yours truly. Win-win. Bomba. 9 o'clock is the England game. Nice. England. Wow, that's a foul if I never see one. He could get a card. You lucky if you don't get a card there. Man running to the man back like the NFL. I know it's an NFL stadium, but oh man. Ghana need to find something. Someone needs to turn up big. Oh, that's a foul. That's definitely a foul. Free kick to Ghana. Richard Rios, that's cynical from you, bro. That was unnecessary. Semenyo, what are you doing? Are you going to keep complaining or are you going to turn up and show up big for Ghana? What is your decision, man? William comes in, he says, when it comes to dynamic shifts, Ghana has no one to drift into space to alter the team shape when on the attack. And the pressing is poorly coordinated. 100%. Luis Diaz. Oh. The ball is kept in. Luckily, he slips. Ghana retrieves possession. How is that a foul? Nah, Semenyo went down real weakly there, bro.
Yeah.
Semenyo went down there too easy. That's not a foul, bro. Come on. That's just physicality he lost out there, bro. He lucky the ref gave that.
I gotta go back to work in 5 minutes.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Let's see if the changes Ghana is making can have a positive impact for them. Sibo and Williams are off. And Owusu and Fatua are on. Let's see.
Let's take off Anaki, boy. That's disappointing.
Tired. His first game this World Cup. He's been injured. He's probably not fully fit yet. Let's see.
Bro, the Colombian players are going to turn up the physicality. Yeah? If Ghana feel they're going to make it, they're going to get tired, they're going to get really physical in the next 10 minutes, bro. It's going to be hard. Yeah. This is how Colombia display, bro. See, second half, they just turn the physicality up.
Yeah, bro.
Listen,
they're like a club team, you know. They just turn up the pace,
bro. They're doing this for years and years and years, and it's just the way they play, bro. Like telling you, when you play against Colombia, you just gotta save it for the second half. You know, all the run you do, you run in the first half. You always have to keep it in mind that second half is going to be brutal.
Ghana, and Ghana also, they're so sloppy with their passing, bro. You know, as soon as they have a counter attack, they just waste it,
bro. They can't do that against this Colombia team, bro. The dagger coming, bro. Like, I can't lie. They better they need an equalizer in the next couple of minutes, bro. Because if they don't get equalizer, our second goal is sure. The second goal is sure to come.
Otherwise, we'll see 2-0 soon.
Come in. Munoz there just running ahead of the pass from Arias.
Yeah. He has to put it in front of him now. Let's see. Ghana with the possession now. Colombia is pressing them. Partey beats the press. Puts the ball. Can they counter now? Can they actually do something in possession? Yeah, good ball out to the wing. That's poor from number 7. That's poor. Yeah, this is the problem. Like, the last pass,
wild.
the last dribble, like you have
You
to
must
be
pay
more
attention
composed.
to space.
Yeah, be more composed. Understand what to do.
Yeah, bring the ball down. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with making a back pass if you have to in that moment there. But you're in the attacking third. You can't just try to, you gotta check that they're so close to the line. That pass there is that the way you try to flick that pass to go past that man there. The only one thing was going to happen. He was going to go off the line.
Did the ball hit his face?
It looks so.
Fatwa. Yeah. Bad luck. All right, guys. Big up to you. Big up to everyone that's tuned in. I'll speak to you guys later, yeah? Stay.
Wait, is it just... Oh, okay, I thought it was just me. Okay, you're here, at least. Anyway. I'm expecting a little more, man. I can't lie. I'm not a big fan of Ghana, bro, when it comes to how they play. I watched them against Panama, bored me to death. Against England, they did their job. Against Croatia, they lost, right? And they get to this game. I don't know. I don't think they have enough going forward. I really don't. Yeah, they lost 2-1 to Croatia, yeah. I don't know, man. Fair play to the Ghana goalkeeper so far, though. Guys, if you haven't done so yet, slap the likes and subscribe. Hopefully you're well. Wherever you are. We're out here providing content for you people, especially at the time that it is at the moment. And more to come. So stay tuned for that. By the way, for the Morocco game, I won't be available again because I have to watch with family. You get me? So Drex should be here since he reps Canada anyway. You get me? So get me. Be interesting. Who, Ghana? Bro, Ghana have... I know Partey and what's his name? Semenyo. They have... Apparently Qaddus was injured. Qaddus. Who else do they have? Who else do
they have Kudus, but they have Kudus, but not he injured, so he injured, so he's not there. But I don't really know him midfield so well.
Jordan,
they have Ayew up front, but I don't know if they take him off. I don't know if he's still on the pitch.
Oh, they have Inaki Williams. I didn't notice him today.
They take him off just now.
Yeah, I did not notice Inaki Williams, bro. That's a
He was playing on the right wing. He was playing on the right wing all the time.
Yeah.
But without Kudus, bro, they don't have a player in the midfield to really grab the scuff of the game to drive them forward. So they're losing. They lost a big offensive gear. You know what I mean?
I think they're missing a Qaddus in the attack. Because Semenyo, as good as a finisher he can be, he doesn't do enough to get into the positions to score, if that makes sense, on his own. He needs somebody to create for him. Like, that's just how I see it. And then as for Ayew, he's played in a couple of tournaments for Ghana over the years. So he's starting to age.
Yeah.
Partey is really good. Party's been very good for them, to be fair. No matter what you think of the guy. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they aren't really functional. Yeah. Yeah, when they had Asamoah Gyan, for example, or when they had Suleiman Tari. Do you remember them, Mark?
This team not functional, bro. This current team here, this current Ghana team, they do have a focus. They're playing all over the place. You know that, and yes, you might have talent on the right wing, you might have talent on the left, you might have talent, but you have to start with a direction. And they look like they're trying to do it all, but they're not really getting it done because they don't have anybody to really dictate the pace of the actions. You know what I mean? Focus the actions. And when they do, and without a player like I mean, I expected Semenyo to provide that leadership in attack, to give Ghana that.
I'm not gonna be able to. I'm sorry, but he's a guy that you need to make sure you find him in the right position to score. That's what it is with Semenyo. He'll do stuff once in a while, but it's very rare, bro. Very rare. You get me? So, but yeah, let's see if they can come back into it. Because hey, listen, one thing I'll say is Colombia, they haven't scored another goal. So they need to score another goal, otherwise, because we've seen teams, bro, Mark. You know, not just World Cup, in general. You could play not amazing and be back into it because the other team ain't clinical.
True.
You know, and this is the problem, right? And then it skews opinions and all that shit. Bro, I'm telling you right now, bro, if Colombia don't score, they're just allowing Ghana into it at some point. And if they get through it with a 1-0, they need to pattern up, bro. They actually do need to pattern up. Yeah, Kevin Prince Boateng, ASEAN, yeah, man.
Bro, they need to tighten up his joke, bro.
Bro, by the way, Ghana, realistically, I'm being fair, technically should have been the first African nation to make the semi-final because they got robbed by Uruguay.
Who's that?
Ghana in 2010. They got robbed by Uruguay. Yeah, he gave a line and all that stuff, but to block off the line like that, bro. But then again, how's Asamoah Gyan hitting the crossbar? Yeah, that's dumb as well, to be fair, when you think about it. Actually, you know, when you think about it, it's not even robbery. They just robbed themselves.
Gyan.
Asamoah Gyan at the time, he robbed himself of making the semi-final, bro. And he robbed the whole nation.
They make mistakes to... Not only that, but this current Ghanaian team, they're nowhere near as good as they should be.
Yeah. They didn't even make AFCON, by the way.
No,
there he is. Quintero. Oh, there he is. The man who you rate. Quintero is coming on. Their goal scorer, Arias, is off. Quintero comes on, guys.
He might just score.
Yeah, you know, them taking Uruguay with them that tournament is like how we took Mexico with us to hell, bro. I think, yeah, Mexico could have qualified to the round of 16 last World Cup, but because we scored that goal on them, they couldn't. Goal difference played a role.
Yep. Mexico. I mean, bro, I can't lie, bro. I had and if any out of any CONCACAF team, I'll probably back Mexico first, after Trinidad, then Jamaica, then whoever else, you know. But the Mexican team, bro, they're like they have two different ways they just play, and this team is not the most talented team. But I think the next team that comes up for the 2030 World Cup, you would see the flair. You know what I mean?
Because they're already playing good as it is.
It looks like that generation of Mexican players coming back. the ones with all the talent, the dribbling ability, and that kind of thing.
I think what's getting through this tournament is the fact that they're hosting, man.
Oh, they're strong still, yeah, bro. Like, so they'll play dirty football if they have to, and they're real good at that. Ghana on the attack now.
All right, go on.
Cross comes in. Clearance by Colombia. Colombia now breaking in a counter. Breaking quickly. Ghana behind the ball now.
Haiti's the next thing. I don't know.
I don't know about that. Yeah, Haiti are good, bro, but bro, CONCACAF, you want to see a whole evolution in CONCACAF, yeah, bro. It will be difficult for Haiti to qualify for the next World Cup. Just as difficult as it will be for Canada to qualify for the next World Cup. You know what I mean? Even USA might struggle because teams like Jamaica, Trinidad, Curacao, you know, they are definitely showing revivals, showing strength, showing newness. You know what I mean? And a lot of talents from Jamaica, young talents playing in Europe right now. Same thing with Curacao playing in the Dutch league. Same thing with Trinidad playing across the different various European leagues. So Haiti is the one team that they have a generation. This generation right now of players that they have very strong. The generation coming up underneath them struggling at the moment in the youth leagues, in the youth tournament qualification.
I think Canada. I think Canada's growing fast, if anything, bro. Before
Canada, they are big nations, bro. Like when you look at Canada, USA, and Mexico, you know what I mean? It's likely that they should be the dominant forces in CONCACAF, but they aren't. Really and truly, Mexico, you could say, is really the only dominant team in CONCACAF. USA is beatable. You know, they've only dominated the Gold Cup in the last 2 or 3 years because it's hosted in the USA. You know them ones there. There's got good rubbery green from the referees. I can't lie. So this all happened since the US FA president became the president of CONCACAF. They host most of the tournaments in the USA now, which is not really should be happening. It should be spread around because the Gold Cup used to be hosted by the Caribbean. It used to be hosted in Mexico. It used to host in Canada. But now all the Gold Cups hosted in Mexico. Curacao is get all the players from the Dutch league, you know, bro. So like Curacao team will steadily improve. This team was really quickly put together, I would say. The youth team is doing well. You know what I mean? So it's one of those ones. So traditionally, the strongest teams in CONCACAF was really Mexico, Jamaica, Trinidad. USA was the top 4 teams in CONCACAF. And then in the last 20 years you would see Costa Rica there, you know, and Cuba.
What happened to them? Costa Rica at one point was growing, man.
Sanctions, bro. Sanctions.
When they had Keylor Navas and what was that brother's name? I think Ruiz. And what was the other guy? Well, I forgot. I want to look back at
North America is CONCACAF. And CONCACAF never hosted the Copa in the USA ever, SSB. The CONCACAF Current Bowl will never host the Copa in the USA. The Copa is always hosted in South America. They don't need to merge. They never needed to merge. South America is a big nation.
Brian Ruiz, Joel Campbell. Bro, yeah, bro. How have they fallen? I don't know, but Keylor Navas, of course.
You know, the Gold Cup you're talking about, bro, not the Copa. The Gold Cup was in America in 2024.
No, Gold Cup was last year because we got invited to it. I remember it was like the Saudi national team got invited and we didn't even play our full squad because Hilal players played in the Club World Cup. We were terrible, by the way. How we made the knockouts, I still don't know. No, but I'm not talking about Copa America location.
Oh yeah, they said the Copa was co-hosted by CONCACAF last in 2024. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna merge CONCACAF with
By the way, both the Gold Cup and the Copa America in the last 2 years has been in the US. And now you have the World Cup.
This is why it can't be hosted there because of the refereeing problems, bro. I remember we did coverage on that, and when it was hosted there, the problem was USA wasn't getting carded, Canada the same. Any team tackled them was getting immediate yellow cards. Like, I don't want to see another Copa in the USA, bro. That's mad. That was mad, bro. That's like this World Cup, bro. I hope they don't give America another World Cup.
Look at this guy. Let me. This guy knows me, bro. Opa gonna have to make Brown. Time to teach young Brown how to be. Look at this guy, man.
That's mad, bro. Is Jonathan Tarman should be blaming for anything that happened to Germany in this World Cup.
No. But he has an Upamecano. He's on an Upamecano hype train, bro.
Bro, Upamecano is that guy is more clumsy.
He's on an Upa hype train, brother. Long story short, me and another guy, big up Lewis. We have a thing against him and another guy, on Upamecano. Me and the other guy, Lewis, we are basically saying this guy, yes, he may be good, but he has bozo moments in him. These man back him to the moon, bro.
Bro, this guy had the most bozo moments.
To be fair, he was unreal last season. I'm not gonna take it away from him, but brother, let's be honest, I need to see more. I need to see way more. Because my thing is, he has all the attributes, but the problem is his mind is fucked in the head at times. You get me? Like, he'll have like these moments in which he has the ball, he thinks he's comfortable, so he can pass back and it's soft. Next thing you pause, and then next thing you know, you see Vinny 1v1, and then another day he scores. You know what I mean? I'm not a dirty hater, bro. You know what I mean? We're just speaking facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? But bro, listen, man, I'll tell you this. I think Opa has had a pretty good tournament so far. Yeah,
he has not any bozo moment in the tournament, bro. We're not trying to say he's not a decent center back.
I think he's a very good defender, but it's just, again, the mentality aspect needs to be fixed up a little bit. Because he's fixed it up already a little, but just need more polishing. Polish that a bit more, and now you have near complete defender. So, yeah, man.
And I want to see, bro, listen, yeah. You see when they try to say more near complete, he will always have a bozo moment in him, bro. I just hope it's not
I don't know, man. Let's see. I can only wait and see. I can only wait and see.
Painfully average, bro. This game. Listen, yeah. To be fair, I wish this game was before the Argentina game, because the Argentina game was so good, yeah, bro. I swear to you, yeah, bro. This game has provided no sort of level to really say come close to the Argentina performance before.
By the way, quickly, Hokage, hard luck for Iran getting eliminated the way they got eliminated, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something, yeah, bro. I mean, I'm not really against Infantino, but just because of what happened to Iran, I think he needs to be sacked.
That tournament was in America. You already knew where it was going regardless.
Nah, bro, like that should never happen. Like, I mean, I thought that they would have swapped them with a team from Mexico.
I agree Infantino's a fraud, but
oh my god.
Man said the French dictator bends the knee, bro. Pack it up, bro.
Wow, whiskers away there. But let me tell you something, bro. If you want to know how Infantino could have make things right, he could have just switched them to the to a group that was playing in Germany, in Mexico, so that they would have played.
You don't even need to do that. You could have just changed the location of games.
Bro, you didn't have to change the location of the games. Just swap them with our next team. It would have been easy. There's so many teams that have that countries have good relations with the USA that could have swapped over. Yeah, just swap it and put Iran in Mexico, and they would have been fine. All the players.
Yeah, but Iran is okay with Egypt. They're okay with New Zealand. It's not about the teams, bro.
No, I'm talking about. Listen, if you swap Iran out of the group, then they play all the games in Mexico. The end. You don't need to swap their games. You understand? Because all the teams would just play in the USA. The end. Iran would have played all their games in Mexico. You understand?
Iran never had a chance. That's a lie, because they were literally last game of the group stages away from going through. That's a lie.
Facts. But I just think that they should have played in Mexico, bro. They should have just swapped them.
Yeah, they should have. We're not disagreeing, but you don't need to switch groups for that.
It would be a logistical nightmare to make every other team in the group drive to Mexico to play against them. That's mad. That is bullshit.
No, my point is, you see that Group G, like Belgium, Iran.
Bro, all those teams
should have been located. Okay, listen to me. Should have been located the same way that Group A was located. See how Group A, Mexico's group, everyone played in Mexico. Why didn't you?
Yeah, but that's because they were. Listen, this is what not only Group A played in Mexico, bro. Group A.
By the way, some teams travel from Mexico to US to Canada. That's not the problem. The problem is, bro, Iran specifically, all their games should be in Mexico. Period.
Yeah, but like I say to you this, bro, it's 4 groups was in Mexico, 4 groups was in USA, 4 groups was in Canada, right? All I'm saying is that they should have had Iran.
America, by the way.
No?
Most was in America, few in Canada, and a few in Mexico. Not all. Like, I'll give you an example. In our group, Saudi's group, okay, we played all our games in America. Okay.
Yeah, but that wasn't because
played 2 in America, and so did Spain. They both played 2 in America. They played their 3rd in Mexico.
Yeah, that was always going to happen. But what I was saying to you is that 4 groups was based. This is how it was based. They based 4 groups in Mexico. They based 4 groups in the USA. They based 4 groups in Canada, right? So all I was saying is just swap Mexico into a group.
You can't swap Mexico because Mexico's hosting.
No. Mexico swap. You swap Iran into a group that was in Mexico, and they play the games in Mexico. The end.
If you want to put them Group A and put Korea, let's say, in Belgium's group, that's another way to go about it. However, because that's also simplistic. But if you're telling me to, switch group with another group or whatever, because you have to understand, some games were both in US and Mexico. Some games,
because of the location of the games, bro. It was just due to logistical location that they drive.
I think they went with like East Coast and West Coast type thing, basically.
The games on the West Coast, most of the games I was in Texas and those places, they was driving from Mexico for like an hour and a half for the game. Yeah. And then
our group was literally East Coast and Mexico Central. Literally, that was our group, the Saudi group.
100%.
The Morocco, Brazil group was also East Coast, I believe. And then you have Argentina's group. I think most of it was West Coast, for example. America's group was West Coast. Literally.
Yeah. Because of where the locations was. You don't understand how the country is cut into thirds. Where the
bro, I know, because I've traveled to America, bro. I went with family on a road trip from East to West Coast, bro. Trust me, if anyone's gonna know about America that's not American, is me. What I'm trying to tell you, okay, is that they did it based on East and West Coast geographic location.
Yeah. Because that's where they have
Canada, one in Mexico.
Yeah, because that's where they have the main. That's where they have the main roadways that you could access direct from Canada and from Mexico into the US. So that's how they did it like that.
But if you're telling me switch Korea and Iran, I can understand you 100% then.
Well, that's what I was saying.
The whole group, I mean, yeah, come on, you know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what I was meaning. You switch Iran and Korea and it would have been fine. The world would have been, everything would have been good.
Yeah. No, facts. Now that I can agree with you. Fine. Valid reason. I can't argue with that.
Because
Spain group was Spain group. Okay.
yeah,
It
that's
was
exactly where Spain group was. But you see, because of the logistics, where the lines is in between states, it's how it is,
oh
bro.
wait,
Because
he
it was
said
on the
Texas,
extreme
Florida.
coast
Yeah,
of Florida.
Texas was our game against Cape Verde. And then Florida was us, Uruguay, and Uruguay, Cape Verde. And Atlanta, you forgot Atlanta. And I think Spain, Uruguay was Guadalajara, I think.
Atlanta is in Georgia, is by Georgia there. That's right next to Florida, bro. On
Yeah,
state
East
line.
Coast. I told you it's East Coast, yes.
Oh man, this was a pain, bro. To be fair, like they could have just, bro. Sweaty. Ghana doesn't make this game a fucking contest, bro. Pissed off.
Yeah, my God, this is a boring watch. Wait, who would have been grouped? Wait, who are you talking about again? No, but we're talking East Coast SSB. Like it's still in the East Coast, regardless, South, West. Like I know, for example, New York is in the Northeast. Like that's not the point. Like the point is we're talking East Coast, West Coast. Bracket for what? Bracket for what, bro? I don't get it. Oh, bracket for rounds. Oh, what? You want me to do a preview for round 16? I don't think I'll have time for that, bro. If I had to pick a team that would advance from each game, let me see. France, Paraguay, France. Morocco, Canada, us. I think we beat Canada.
Penalties.
You say you don't, yeah, I know, but you're being a hater, so I'm not taking you seriously. And then you have who else is on the other side? Oh, Spain, Portugal. That's a tough one.
Portugal, because they've beaten Spain at the Euros just last year, bro.
Not Euros, Nations League. Get it right, but I get what you
Still
mean.
beat them, and everybody.
You know what? You know what? I'll be a bit different. I'll say Portugal just because I don't know. Spain hasn't really moved. But I said Spain won the tournament, bro. But they haven't really moved me, Spain. I can't lie. They looked better second half, and then, oh, how do you miss that? Oh, God.
When they're moving mad.
How do you miss that, man? How do you miss that?
Oh, that's just like I can't lie, bro. I'm sorry to the Ghana fans. I'm just hoping you don't score at this point, bro. Like I said.
Yeah, Ghana has been poor, bro, and Colombia hasn't been great neither. Let's be honest. I know you want to defend because Argentina played them potentially. This hasn't been great, bro.
I'm not even about to defend them, bro. They I don't know what they did in the second half, bro, but they certainly didn't crown off this game and end it, bro. You understand?
Yeah, Colombia needs to kill off this game, bro. Because I'll tell you what, Argentina, and you're letting Argentina in even if they don't play great. They need to show more spirit against Argentina. But this is a bit iffy. Because they can, to be fair, give them a game. But anyway.
Bro, they are going to come up against Argentina in a different way, bro. What? It's going to be war.
I hope so. I hope so, but...
Trust me, bro. Oh, my God. Big save, bro.
Yeah, I think, okay. I'd say Portugal for the sake of it, but again, I could see Spain beat them as well. It's a tough one. And then US, you know what? I think Belgium escaped US, you know.
Nah, US beating them bad, bro.
No, do you know why I say Belgium escaped? Because Balogun's going to be a big miss.
No, Balogun might be a miss, but they have a striker who's better than him, bro. The youth man who's play is actually
Wait, who that Pepe guy or whatever his name is?
No, not Pepe. He's playing number 10. They have a youth man up front. I can't remember his name.
Maybe they have to play Tillman up top. I think Tillman can play up top.
Nah, they have a youth man that was playing in the friendlies and he was scoring some dread goals, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
Belgium
but
are a good team, but let me tell you something. USA, in terms of attack, they're very good. They got Timothy Weah coming on the wing from Juventus. Timothy Weah is very good.
I think Belgium will edge US personally. Yeah, they're
Ah,
very
bro.
sneaky. I'm telling you,
Sneaky
they're.
is cool, but let me tell you something. On the pitch, you see Timothy Weah, bro, a game like this without Balogun, he is going to turn up, bro. I promise you.
Oh, you think Weah plays up top?
Weah, they will either play him up top or play him on the wing, and he will turn up, bro. I promise you. He's just that kind of guy. In the big games for
I
America,
said we don't
Weah
rate
is very
Ricardo
cool.
Papi. I think that's what we mean Ricardo Papi or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, but Ricardo Pepe playing in the 10, bro. They have a next striker. Yeah, a tall youth man with blonde hair. He didn't play yet. He come on as a sub in one game.
I think Belgium sneak a 1-0 win or something against
Ben,
them.
1-0 is not enough for USA, bro. Not this USA team. Not in this tournament. This
I
USA
think
team
it'll be
has been
enough in
scoring
that game,
goals.
bro. They need somebody like I think Balogun has been clinical for the US to a degree. So you
Dogu
can.
will cook against Robinson, bro. Robinson, who does bat up Dogu for Fulham every season.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
bro.
if Trossard plays and puts crosses into the box, at some point they'll get one.
Bro,
So.
America is good at in the air, bro. Like what we doing here? Like, I don't like America, but I telling you, bro, if you're hoping that
No,
the
by the way, I think what's
advantage
that captain's name, Reem and Omar Richards, they've been good for them. They've been good for them, but that's not the point, bro.
bro, Belgium is dead, bro. America is
They are dead, but they can be sneaky despite being dead. This is what you fail to. Again, you need to understand today's football. Okay, like unfortunately, because of how the game is, you can be so dead, and if a team just is not clinical, there is a lifeline for that dead side. And my thing is with Belgium, yes, they play dead ball, but they have a player that can turn up at any moment if
Bro, let me tell you,
USA don't should be clinical. This is my fear.
USA is going to
That's what
score.
they did against Senegal. What did Senegal do? Let's be honest. When they were 2-0 up, okay.
Bro, that is not USA. Eh? USA will never concede a 2-0 lead like that to them.
I mean, they did that against Turkey. I watched that game while you all were asleep. And I'm telling you right now, they did the same shit to Turkey. Bro, I personally, listen, USA can go through, but again, they have to be clinical. And if they're not clinical, I'm telling you, Belgium could sneak something. So I'm still backing Belgium. And then Brazil, I think Brazil will just go through, but I wouldn't sleep on Norway.
No, but it will be a tight game. Maybe 3-2.
Pipe them up. Nah, I don't
Maybe
think
a 3-2.
Oh, 3-2. Yeah, that's fair. And then what was it? Oh, England, Mexico. What we saying about England, Mexico? You think Mexico gets
bro?
that done?
I back in Mexico, bro. I don't know. I from CONCACAF, bro. Like, I back in Mexico. On that game, I'm not supporting England at all. I am Mexico for the win.
I don't know, because I think Harry Kane low-key can turn up in a game like
this. I do agree. Harry Kane is like, listen, as a
or
Harry
even
Kane,
Jude out of nowhere, he'll box crash and get something out of it.
Full time. Colombia wins it 1-0.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't lie to you, bro. I am a Harry Kane hater. But you see, them 2 clutch goals is the first time in my life I see Harry Kane show up in a very big game for club or country.
No, I've seen
and was demand.
For Bayern München this season.
Did he show up in a club final for you guys this season?
Yeah, DFB Pokal, he scored a hat-trick.
All right, cool. Well, I didn't see that.
And he scored in the DFL Super Cup, which I think was important for him.
For me, the DFL Super Cup and thing, yeah. I mean, more like the UCL when he didn't score against PSG in the second game. I expected him to show up there. But you know what I mean to say is
he scored against PSG, but it was too late. That's the only problem.
What I mean to say is that in his career, he's not really known for that. Yeah, he's scored lots of goals, but he's not known for showing up when it's needed most.
No, this past season, you have to give him credit where it's due. I'm sorry.
Well, I am, and I'm actually going to give him a lot of credit here because I was like, based on that brace that he scored, I think it makes England a more dangerous team for this World Cup right now. So, at least I would say,
you know what?
I
won't be shocked if Mexico do it. I have a guy. I don't want to be that guy, but I have a feeling that England will get through, bro. They'll get through it. I think England gets through it,
Yeah, bro, I don't
If
mind.
England are
But
not careful, obviously Mexico can do them. But at the same time, I think England can get through like that culprit.
bro, man, them like they don't know what the Azteca. I know. You know what happened because football hasn't played in the Azteca for years and years and years. I think people forget what the Azteca is, you know. And bro, like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong, bro. England is the probably the better team, but slapping Mexico in the Azteca, you have never seen it in your life, and
I
it
know that
probably,
they have. I think they've been unbeaten in over 80, 90 games, something like that. And
bro.
Azteca.
Listen, yeah, the air up there is so thin. By the time them brothers run 15 minutes, they'll be crying for that water break, bro. Yeah, the fans in the stadium will sweat because they're just sitting there breathing that thin oxygen, bro.
Again,
It
like the
is
Spain
wild.
Portugal game, weirdly enough, it can go either way. So I'll say England because of Harry Kane, etc. But bro, if Mexico do, I wouldn't be shocked. I know people are upset. Yeah, it's known as upset, but really, I wouldn't be shocked. Um, and Argentina, let's be honest, they'll beat Egypt. Egypt is up and down as its whole team. I think Hassan Hassan, he after this World Cup, he needs to go, bro. This guy is a weird manager. He got through that game because the coaching staff was watching Matthew Ryan's penalty attempt to save against Mbappe in La Liga when he played for Levante, and they got through that because I mean those penalty misses they shot themselves in the foot. Australia today, I can't lie. Um, you know. And yeah, but listen, good luck to Egypt. I wish him the best, but they're gonna lose to Argentina. And Colombia now against Switzerland. If Colombia play like this, forget Argentina, bro, because Switzerland don't play bad, you know.
Mm.
But then again, when I watched Switzerland against Algeria yesterday, I noticed that they allowed Algeria to pass the ball a lot through the lines, bro. They can't be allowing that neither. So again, that can go either way. But I'll say Colombia just, you know, like I don't know. Some games can go either way, and some games are like what's gonna happen. So so it is what it is.
It is what it is, Jack. Don't stress yourself, bro. It's all good. It's all good. Now the table has shown up. The round of 16 is upon us, folks. You know what I mean? Paraguay, France is next. Canada, Morocco, Portugal, España, USA, Belgium. On the next side, Brazil, Norway, Mexico, England, Argentina, Egypt, and Switzerland versus Colombia. It's going to get pretty tasty in the next couple of weeks. And of course, we're going to be here to see it. It's going quickly, but very, very exciting. So, guys, keep joining us. Of course, Canada, Morocco is 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Join us. Drex will be hosting that one. And after that, you will be finding, most likely, you would be finding the likes of Waffle Don hosting the France versus Paraguay. And of course, after that, ZeerTalks Football, I expect to be on the menu. Guys, it's been a wonderful one.
What's the late game tomorrow? What is the late game tomorrow?
The late game, what, 2300?
Actually, France and Paraguay is the late game, which is at my time, 12 a.m. Damn. There's only two games tomorrow.
You and Waffle could rock that game. Drex and
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't know if I'll be there, but I'll see. If I'm home, I'll be there. If I'm not, then it is what it is. But they're interesting. So I'm guessing they're doing 2 games a day. 2 games a day.
2 games a day. So, guys, don't forget to smash the likes. Shout out to Hanno Sports Hub. Shout out to Waffle Don TV, the King's Football Talk. Shout outs to ZeerTalks FCB and ZeerTalks Football, D-Hub Sports TV. Shout outs to Yasser Talks as well. Big up to Elite Footy Talks, and shout out to Mark N MUFC Fan, your other host in the building, who's like the voice of God right now because my camera is messing up. Anyway, guys, we'll see you again later on tonight. Catch you until then. Don't forget to leave the comments. Let us know what you think about the outro. You know what I mean? And shout out to you guys. It's been a wonderful time, but we got to say good night, good morning, and have a wonderful evening, day, or morning to all of you. Shout out to Zia.
I got the 2026. World Cup 2026. World Cup 2020.